Hey everyone, this is Lindsay. I've named this channel My So Unexpected Life because everything that's happened in the last 5 months, especially this month, has been so unexpected. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just gonna post videos about my life going forward, but I'm also ranting about Las Vegas. So here's another rant video. Basically, you know, living here in Las Vegas is just like so much different than what you would think. Like, when I thought of moving here, I was like, oh, this is going to be great, Las Vegas and everything like that. And so the strip is like a separate thing. That's like a dreamland, basically. It's like, you can do whatever you want over there. And then you leave and you go back home. But when you actually live here, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. And I guess when you're not used to things, or when you're expecting it to be like a certain way and it's like completely different, it's like a shock to you. And so today's rant is about medical insurance. So in California and in Oregon, and I don't know, maybe other states as well, basically when you are when you have private commercial insurance, let's just say, okay, like a PPO, okay, let's just be like example. In California and in Oregon, when you hit your deductible and you're, out of pocket, whatever, for the year, then everything that you do until the end of the year is covered, and you don't usually have to pay anything and you're good to go, in case you have other issues or whatever. And that's kind of how it's always been, like my entire life. I am going to be 39 soon, which blows my mind, and it's like a separate denial issue. So my whole life I've had that kind of insurance. And even with dental, same thing. You have a deductible or a copay, you pay it, and then for the rest of the year, if you have to have anything done, it's either taken care of or it's like a low copay. And then same thing with vision. So I have glasses usually, and I used to have to pay for the lenses, but the frames were covered, and then the lenses weren't very expensive, and then you're good to go. So that is like not even close to the case here in Nevada. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand. So I had a PPO last year, which means that you can go to any doctor without having a referral, which is, in my opinion, the best way of doing things. But sometimes it's more money per month out of your paycheck. So anyway, the way it works here is that there is a cap. So your insurance will help you pay a certain percentage until you hit this cap, whatever it is. And then after the cap is hit, you have to pay for the rest of it for the rest of the year. And it's like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't remember how high the cap was. Let's just say it was like 3,000 or something like that. And it's like, okay, so your insurance helps you pay stuff until you hit 3,000. And then after that, if you have anything else come up for the rest of the year, you have to pay for it, like 100%. And it's like, what? I just don't understand that. I don't understand it. I don't understand the process of that. And it's just ridiculous. Like, how are you supposed to afford healthcare then? Like, what is the point of the PPO and paying more for it if you're still gonna have to pay afterwards? Like, what is the cap situation? I don't understand it. Same thing with dental. Like, there's a cap. So once you hit a cap, so let's say like you have to have a lot of work done and the cap is $1,200. So your insurance will help pay for like a percentage of the $1,200 or whatever. And then you have to pay after that. So if you have to get a root canal, you have to pay that 100%. if you've hit your cap. And I'm just like, again, like, what? I've never had this before, ever. You know, and again, same thing with my glasses. Again, like I said before, I had to pay for the lenses, didn't have to pay for the frame. I was good to go. Well, it's not like that here. Okay, so the it's like the vision, um, you know, it'll pay for, here there's a deductible first you have to hit, and then the like frames will only cover like a certain amount, and then the lenses are so expensive here because they have to have an extra layer, because of the sun here is so like bright, so they have to have like an extra like layer of like UV or whatever it is. Like that just comes with it, and so that's just like so that makes it really expensive. So since I've been here, I've had 2 pairs of glasses now, and like the first one was like $200, and that's after my insurance. I'm just like, I don't understand. And then the one that I just got this year was like $160, and I'm just like, I don't understand, you know? And so anyway, so the private insurance, which is supposed to be the best insurance, especially if you have a PPO, it's horrible here. So I don't know, maybe there's other plans, but the plans I've had so far, horrible, horrible. So if you have any health issues, like I said in a different video, don't come here, go somewhere else. It's just horrible. And so that was my rant for that, because it's just like you're constantly spending money, and then there's like sales tax, and I know there's sales tax everywhere else, but in Oregon there wasn't sales tax. And so it was just like, you know, if something was like $2, you pay $2. But it's just like, it's so high here. And then there's all these other taxes and fees and all this stuff. And I just don't understand like how people can afford stuff. And it's almost like you have to try not to have any health issues, because otherwise you're screwed, kind of, you know? So it's just insane. And then the Medicaid is weird here. They have like 12 different kind of Medicaids here. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know how that works, because it's just, I've tried to get Medicaid, and I actually did get Medicaid, but there's like 12 different ones, and you have to go through all these steps, and I don't know. I've never tried to get Medicaid in any other state, so it was just a different process. I just was like, okay. And then Medicare, you know, like Medicare is, you know, federal, so that's across the board. Medicare was fine for my mom, but then she had, you know, United Healthcare, and they were horrible. So it's just like, I don't know, just this whole insurance thing, medical, everything is just horrible here. So I just so you know, it's horrible. Unless your company, I guess, has a good policy, but the lady at the dentist said that the caps that they have on stuff is how it is here everywhere. Like that's just how the state of Nevada does things. And I'm just like, again, my mind is blown. And so that is kind of my rant for medical insurance here. And then I just have one more for today. The second rant that I have are the scorpions here. Oh my God, like in my entire life, almost 39 years old, so like June 19th is 39. I've never experienced scorpions before until I moved here. Apparently they're like everywhere. They're in the trees, so when it's windy, it blows on your house, and if there is any crevice, it just climbs in there, and then you get it in your house. And then I read stories where if you have like your bedspread down on the ground, they like will crawl onto your bedspread, and then if you pull it up, you know, when you go to bed, they're gonna like, you know, whatever they do, like they use their poison, and they like bite you or whatever, and then it's like you're getting it in your bed, and you're getting it like everywhere. It's ridiculous. So everything that I have is off the ground because I don't want any scorpion issues. I don't know if I am like allergic to the poison. I don't know. I know I'm allergic to bees, so I don't know. But I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And some of them are huge. I had one that was literally like this big, in the garage, and it was like a weird color because most of them are like see-through, which makes them hard to see sometimes. But this big one, I called it the Scorpion King because it was so big, it was so massive. I honestly wanted to get in my car and drive away and not come back, but I'm like, okay, that's stupid. It's a scorpion, you know. And it's just, you know, it just, they're so gross, and they can sting you. That's what I wanted to say. And it's just like, ugh, it's just gross. Like you know, I'm not good with spiders, but whole nother level with scorpions. And they're just like everywhere. And if you get a black light and you shine it like around the dark crevices of your house or outside on your porch and everything like that, you can see them like really well, and it's gross. So if you live here or coming here, make sure your shoes, your clothes, your bedspread, whatever you are on your person, whatever, make sure it's off the ground, because that they can crawl in there. Like last year we had 5 in the house. So far I sprayed like crazy. I got scorpion killer spray and I sprayed everywhere. So I haven't had, thankfully, any in the house, but we're gonna get some really hot weather now, and so I'm gonna spray again because I just am like so like freaked out by these scorpions. And so it's just ridiculous. I'm just at a whole nother level of like, oh my God. But anyway, that is my rant for today, and you know, stay tuned for more rants.